Hello guys, and today we're going to move on we still with our Python, and today we're going to continue with the variable in Python. So on the first video I say that we can use variable in Python, and Python has different type of variable. It has a string, and then he has the number, and then it also has the boolean. The boolean is true or false. So let's start with Python. There's a editor that I use for my Python application. This is right here. So let's continue. We still with our Python. This is what we did yesterday. So we saw this variable, so we use the string variable and the numbers and the boolean. The boolean is true or false. So today we're going to see how we can use the variable with the string, the number, and the boolean. So let's see how we can use a variable for string. So string is a number. Right here I'm trying to use a variable for string. So what can I do? For example, I say the variable is something that has a value, like we associate x with a number. So x is a variable, and then the number is a value. So for example, to declare a variable in Python by using the string, so you can just come here. For example, if I say print this, and again Python read each word or each number who are inside the two close bracket, the two parentheses. So I can say print a string. For example, I say this is a string, right? This a string is alphabetical word. So print string or word. So a string is a alphabetical word. So if I ask Python to print a string or word, so Python going to print that. Let's remove this one. So it's going to print all those. So Python going to print that string to me. So a string or a word. So this is how. So now to use a variable with a string, so like a string variable, because we have a string, a variable for string, a variable for a number, and a boolean variable. So to use a variable for string, for example a number, we can say that, for example, we can say word, because string is a word. I can say word equal, like I say, and then don't forget to use the double bracket. If you don't use double bracket, Python is not going to recognize. So you can say word, for example, you want to use the thing. What is the thing that we want? This is a word. So when it's red right there, you know that something is wrong. So just put the double bracket right here. Let's go back. Just put this double right here, and Python going to recognize the variable that you are declaring. So right here I say word equal the thing that we want, or maybe I have to, I can just leave it like this. It's not bad. I don't want to put the semicolon, and then this is a word that I declare word equal the thing that we want. So now if I ask Python to print word, so print the string, like print word. So Python going to print the thing that we want. This is just mathematics. Or he print word. I don't think so. He print word. He should was print the thing that we want. What is the print word? So the variable is not read. It's not well declared. So I think I can use okay, use, for example, I can say I think I have to use a word underscore phrase, right, equal this, and then I ask Python to print now word underscore phrase. I think now Python going to print the thing that we want. Word underscore phrase. There is something wrong with my variable. So I think I need a definition function right here. Word equal the thing that we want, and then ask, oh, okay, I think I need to remove the double bracket. Yes, let's see. All right. So when you put the double bracket inside the parentheses, so you are asking Python to print that word in the double bracket that you put inside the parentheses. So you see, when I remove those two double bracket, and Python now print the thing that we want. So I say word underscore phrase equal the thing that we want, and then now ask Python to print word underscore phrase, and then it print the thing that we want. So this is what's my mistake right here. So even if I don't put underscore, just leave like this, word equal the thing that we want, and then ask Python to print words. Remove this underscore, so even without the underscore it's going to work. So just remove the double bracket right here, the thing that we want. So that is how the variable with the string work with Python. So it's like for example with the number, you can see, let's try something like, you can see x, right, x equal to 5, and then you put your double bracket, x equal to 5, and then you ask Python print x for me, and then Python going to print you 5. See, Python print you 5. So it's a simple like mathematics. That's why you get a simple basic mathematics, and with the Python you can build a simple calculator right here. So it's the same way with the number, right? With Python you can also make addition, subtraction, multiplication, and power. For example, in Python I can come here, I say for example I can come here and say, okay, let's continue with the string. Just stay with the string, and then we're going to use a number. This was just an example. So if I still right here, I say word equal the thing. So just a little bit try to show what we can do with Python. The thing that we want, and then I ask Python. I can also ask Python to print it on the capital letter, because I wrote it on lowercase. So I can ask Python to print those words in capital letter or in small letter. To do that, you can declare, you just ask Python print, and then open bracket. You open bracket, you see word, print word that upper. Ask Python to print the word that upper, and then you declare a small bracket inside like this. Python going to print and the thing that we want in capital letter. You see right here, the thing that we want become in capital letter because you ask Python to print it in capital letter. You can also do with the small letter, lowercase. So you just need to see that lower right here, and then Python going to do it on lowercase, the thing that we want. This is right here. So this is how the programming, you just ask the computer to do what you ask, and when you follow the programming language that the computer have. So, and then Python also work with the function. For example, if you want to work with mathematics, you need to download in your Python application or your Python file, they need to declare a mathematic function. So we have different functions in mathematics, like absolute value, they have those functions, and the power. So the different function of mathematics, you just need to declare it in your Python file, and then ask Python to execute some mathematics or everything that you want with Python, even in English language, any language. I think Python is more in English. I don't think Python understand in other language than English. So you can do everything with Python, mathematics for number, string for alphabetic word, and boolean for true or false. So still continue with, we can see Python function. For example, we can see the length. You can ask Python to count the number of words in a phrase. For example, in this, let's continue with this one like this. I say the thing that we want are the thing that we hope we think we going to fall, but we hope we are going to succeed. And just try something like this, and then when you do this, and you can ask Python to count a number of words inside this word, a number of, or I can say this is a phrase, change this by phrase or statement. So I call the phrase, and then I can ask Python to count the number of words in this phrase. To do that, you have to declare a length function. So we use the length function here to declare, to ask Python to print the number of words inside the phrase. So just do that, you just going to open right here, and then len, and then small, and then because you declare the variable for the string, so you just say len of phrase, because I have phrase right here, so my variable here is phrase, and the value are all the word inside here that I declare, and send to IPython to print the number of word inside this phrase. You use the len function by asking Python to do that for you. So after this, yeah, I think this is right. Like if I run it, you see it show me 111 word. I don't think so. Len 111 len of word inside the phrase, and I don't think so. Print len of phrase 111. Print len of phrase 111. I don't think so. Maybe, but if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I don't know if the number of len is the same thing as a number of word. So this is how Python. Okay, let's try to leave it on the thing that we want, or the thing that we hope. Ask Python to print the len of the word in this phrase. How many is gonna give? 52. So okay, maybe is a Python count the number of letter inside the phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. It's like it's 42 and then it's 52. The len is count the number of letter character. So it was supposed to be 42, not 52. So Python is giving me the len. What is the len of word in the phrase? Print length of word in the phrase. Tell you how many characters are inside this. So you have to define what are we calling character. Python is not giving me the right answer. So let's reduce that to, for example, the thing that we want right here, and then print and see how many character Python going to give us. 25. So it depends on what Python is try to consider a character right here. So it should be a number of letter inside the word. So we ask Python to count the number of letter inside this phrase, and then Python count it for you. It give you 25. So another thing we can do in Python, we can also specify the index. So what is the index function? The index function in Python, like for example, the index in Python start with 0, right? 0, for example, if I come in this word phrase, we have here, for example, let's go back here. In this word phrase, we have in the word phrase we have if you want to start the index in Python, start with 0. For example, T is 0. Let's go back. T is 0, and H is 1, E is 2. So this is how the index are specified in Python with a letter, and it can also be specified backward, like T in backward right here going to be a -1. It's going to be -1 like this, or T right here going to be -1, and then backward is going to be negative. So you can ask Python to print the index. For example, if you want the index of how to move the index, so ask Python, for example, this is how we declare the index in Python. You can see in the phrase, because we declare our variable, and then we declare with the index with this bracket like this. If I put index, because it start with 0, if I put 0, Python going to print T is for what I'm doing. Because we have for what is it, indentation error, unexpected index. Okay, this one -2. I have to move this one. Code 01 unexpected index. Print phrase index 0. Normally T going to be 0. Line 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have to remove this. The example that I show you, so this example doesn't have to be here, but just let's understand that the index in Python start with 0 when you go in front to back, and then -1 when you go back to the front, like this. So if I remove this and then I print, Python going to print T that represent a 0 index. Finish with execute 0. But why didn't print T? Issue Python show us print T for me, print in the phrase index 0. Okay, let's say print in the phrase T, right here. Maybe Python going to print name error, name T is not defined, phrase. So it should be the word. Line 3 in module, print phrase T, name T is not defined. Okay, maybe it's need a double bracket, so pre-index and 0 like this. String, and this must be integer. Oh yeah. String, and this must be integer. So print, if I say t, string, and this must be integer. Okay, if I come here, I say in phrase. How do we represent integer? ntg nt. Zero. Okay. Tab error, object is not scriptable. What is the problem with this index? Okay. It's if I ask Python to print index that character, I think I need to ask Python to, okay, this is a misrepresentation, print word, it's not word, phrase. Phrase that index. So this is how we represent index in Python. Phrase that's index and then t. So Python going to print 0 for t. It's not working. I think I need a double code. So if you messed up with Python, it's not going to do that for you. Sometimes you have to. Okay. So what t is number 1? T was supposed to be 0, not 1. Or we count the word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's say pre-index 0, 1, 2, because we have t that start 3 times. Okay, let's say pre-index e. Let's see what Python asks us to do. 3. So you see right here is show 1, 2, 3. E is on 0, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Python is making me crazy right here. Okay, print index. If I say pre-index 0, what I'm doing. Pre-index like this 0 and 2. Okay, this is for integer, so pre-index t. Python print 1. So the index here generally start with 0, 1, 2. maybe I'll have to go back, just close right here. So print index t 0. Okay, this was my mistake. My mistake was the quotation. So you see the double mark was too far for this double quote. The double quote was too far on the word t. So that's why I say index in Python start with 0. When you go from left front to back, and then when you go from back to front, it start with -1. So because the two bracket was too far from the word, that's why when I was trying to run it, it was giving me 1 for t greater than 0. So it was count the space over there as a 0. So for example, if I put a space right here, I run index for t, is gonna give me 1. Why? Because I let a space right here. So this space was not supposed to be here. So when I bring it back and then I run index for t, is give me 0. So the index in Python start normally with 0 when you go front to back, and then when you go back to front, it gives you -1. So right here, if I say index, how can I say index? Let's choose this one for the word ones. You can give me what see what Python give me. 19 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. The index is not 19. So let's say try to find a negative index for, let's try to find index for if I choose integer, or see let's see index for w 16. Okay, let's change this word and then try the index for, just choose one word. If I choose only one word, I see Python tutorial, and then let's say index for p, see what Python give us, 0. So index for y, oh yeah, let's go back. Index for y, let's see what Python going to give us. Let's see what Python going to give to us. Index for y, 1. So now let's try index for L, 14. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So you see, so because the word is not too large, Python now respect the order of the line. So let's see index for let's choose another one to see how it's work with the negative number with the string. So let's say print phrase. Oh, this phrase. Yeah, I think it should be string. Okay, it's print string index for 0. P. Index of P. Error. It should be print string P. Name error name P is not okay. Phrase. Let's go ahead and declare the phrase. Like this. And then see what it's doing. It's not working. Dot or underscore. That's not working. Print print phrase dot index for if I choose -1. Oh, double bracket -1. Let's see what Python gives us. Print phrase index that -1 is not working. Let's do a short position. I think I forget to close this. Say 14 for okay. If I see index -1, what Python gonna give us? So this is string cannot be used for number. So this is how we have maybe to say integer before it's work. So you can use Python for index function in Python to declare the position of each number or each number that you want to use in Python. And then you can also print the for example, in this word you can ask Python to print a specific word. For example, in right here I see in the phrase, in this phrase like Python tutorial, I can ask Python to just replace some word, right? I can ask Python to replace you can just ask it to replace open bracket, it's possible, and then colon, ask him to replace for example Python, or for example yes, I can ask it to replace Python with some word. I think it's near the double bracket. Python, replace Python tutorial, for example, with math tutorial. So Python going to replace that to me. So instead of having Python tutorial, we're going to have math tutorial. Let's see. See, we have here math tutorial. So we replace Python with math. So this is how Python works. This is how we can use Python to configure our application. There's a lot of things that you can do with Python, so you just need to know how to configure your application by using Python function. You can create a lot of calculator, easy calculator. You can do a great thing with Python right here. So now we can try to work with a number. For example, if I ask Python to print a number, for example 23, see Python going to print 23 for me. So this means that we can declare our variable mathematics to do a mathematics. If you want Python to 23 plus 2, Python going to give you the result 25. So if you ask Python, you say 23 minus 2, Python going to give you the result 21. If you ask Python to do 23 divided by 2, let's see, Python going to give you the result, or how is 23 divided by 2? So right now Python, 23 divided by 2 going to be 11.5, but Python right here give you is going to remain 1. So here Python give you just the remain of 23. It's not giving you the 11.5 because it has a decimal number. So because it has a decimal number, Python is not giving you that. I see. So now we have to, how can I do so that Python can give me an 11.5, so with the decimal number. 23 divided by 2, it was supposed to be 11.5, but Python gave me just the remainder on that. So if I come here, I see integer, integer. Inside here, maybe inside here I have to see this integer. What is this? Where gone? Back here. No, come back here. And then close this. This integer is not working. It's not working like this. Let's go back like this. Back like this. Integer. It's error. It's not working. So Python just give me the remainder of 11 divided by 23. So how can I do so that Python can give me a decimal number? Because it's not recognize the decimal number. For example, if I say 5 divided by 3, Python is going to give me 1 instead of 1 point something. So Python does not recognize the decimal number. You see, it give me 2. It just give the rest. It's not give me and it was supposed to be 1 point something. How to find how can ask Python to print a decimal number for me. As Python asks it, print 3 divided by. Okay, now if I give it a normal number which is not going to have a decimal, let's say 4 divided by 2. Let's see what Python gives. It's going to give 2. 0. 4 divided by 2. Python, what are you? 4 divided by 2. Okay, 4 divided by 4. 0. This is division in Python. Should be. No. Python is not. It's not Python give me one answer with the division. So maybe I need to declare a variable. I need to declare a variable. Okay. Let's see. Python 4 minus 2. Need some space. Let's give 2. Okay, this work. So let's come here and see Python. Maybe I forget the double colon, and if I put the double colon, I see 4 divided by 2. Let's see what Python will give us. 4 divided by 2. Oh, you just give 4 divided by 2. Oh, I asked Python to print 4 divided by 2. Or later to make the math function 4 divided by 2 is 0. It's not supposed to be 0, Python. It's supposed to be 2. So how can I need to say that it is the integer. I think I need to declare that it is the integer like this, so that Python going to recognize that is the integer. Let's see. 0. Why is this 0? string 4 divided by 2. And here, let's see, Python. And this is still 0. I think I have some function that I need to declare right here. If I say Python for x underscore x underscore y equal to 5, and then I ask Python like y equal to 1, and then I came here. I have to put double bracket, just a simple mathematic right here, so that Python going to recognize my variable. One, right? And then if I ask Python to print ask Python to print x x underscore y minus y. Let's see what Python going to give us. Not defined. Did you mean? Okay. Did you mean? Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Python. That's what I mean. I forgot the double bracket. That's what Python asked me. Did you mean this? Yes, that's what I mean, Python. Still not working. String and string. Python says string and string, so I have to put right here integer. Let's come here and remove this variable x, y. So just print still not working. Python to print x minus y. Line for emoji print x, y, error, unsupported operand type for okay, let's say number, right? If I say x underscore number and y underscore number, maybe Python going to recognize, and then I say print underscore num minus y underscore num. Let's see what Python going to give us. Still the string. if I say to Python that is an integer, what it's going to do? Oh, what I'm doing, I just put string integer. If I say to Python that is an integer, what it's going to do? Python is trying to make a little bit trouble for me. Okay, let's say I say a number. This is for I was not supposed to use integer with a number. So if I say Python print 5 and multiply by 1. This is how we declare multiplication with Python. We give 5. If I say Python print 5 exponent 5 power. So we're going to use a power function. We can use power function with Python. So to declare a power function is with Python, we just come here and say power is like 5 power of 5 like this. Python going to print 25. Oh, not 25. 3125. I confused with power of 2. It's going to be 25. Okay, power of 2 is going to be 25. You can also declare the absolute function. So abs fbe of, for example, -3. Python, how much can it give? 3. So the absolute value of a word is always positive, not negative. So you can declare a absolute value with Python. You can also run another function. Is a run function. You can run decimal. For example, we have 3 times 9. Python going to run it to 2.9 to 3. See, it's running to 3. So all this, you can do a lot of things with Python. You can do a lot of mathematics, scientific function with Python. So you just need to, those that I was doing, it wasn't working because I did not download a Python function. So you need to download a Python function or like a mathematics function on your file so that Python can recognize those functions that you want to use. So in order to use some function in Python, so you need to download it so that Python going to recognize those functions. So you can also use a maximum number, right? So you can, for example, declare that. For example, you can come here and say that maximum number, you can say maximum number equal to 10, right? And then you can also say minimum number equal to 2, and then you ask Python to print the max. You can ask Python to print a max number for you. Just remove this inside here. So you ask Python